Guys, what's going on? Today is our official day to go camping, and we're heading out to Walmart right now to get a little bit of supplies that we're going to need for the trip. It's only going to be a one-nighter, and we're going to be using Harvest Host. If you're a member of that amazing little service, well, I'm not going to say anything yet because I still haven't gone. I think it's going to be good because Harvest Host, they are connected with a bunch of wineries and museums and other points of interest that you guys can check out. So what you do is you sign up for membership, and then you look at their map and you see where you want to stay, and if there's a place you want to stay, then you're set. You just message them through the app, and then you book, and then you'll get a message saying, yep, you've been approved, and you get your one-night free stay. So let's go into Walmart and let's get some supplies. Definitely gotta go with the hard salami. Yeah, let's go with this. I think we're almost complete, guys. Let's just see if we can go for this. I don't need that other stuff here. Okay, we're leaving Walmart. What a friggin' fail. I don't have any groceries with me. Why don't you have any groceries, Joe? You know, nowadays you don't really carry a card, none of that stuff, because everything's on your phone. So I'm thinking Walmart. I didn't bring my credit card with me, so I couldn't pay. Alright, so that bikes. We'll just go to Stater Brothers. I mean, nothing that I was getting was super specific to Walmart, so we'll do that. No matter. This is a problem I like to solve. Round 2, we are now at Stater Brothers. And here they should have more fresh food. You, Mr. Sprite. Go with this. Butter buffalo are on sale. These are salmon. Alright, so we made it to the winery. It's not a huge winery, but it's very quaint. Like, I was able to park my van right by that tree, right by the vineyard. And we're gonna leave Luna in there because we're gonna go into the tasting room And we're gonna kind of try out their wines and maybe get a bottle. Well, no, I am gonna get a bottle of Chardonnay. So we get to walk down the vineyard here in Poway, and the owner's house is right there. So we got our local California Chardonnay, and loser me, I was gonna pack everything, man, but freaking hey, I forgot. So this morning I was sitting there, okay, I'm going to a winery, make sure you bring your wine glass. So I remember that. And then I started doing all these errands. I started going grocery shopping, I started fixing some music when I got back. And then I started packing stuff that I need to get, and I forgot. So, but these are good problems. We like good problems. So, we're gonna finish this bottle tonight, or today. So, you may not see me later. So enjoy it now. As we walk back down to the van, let's see how Luna Bird's doing. Welcome to Luna and I's van. We are at Schwaesdall Winery here in Ramona, California. So, we're parked right next to the winery itself. Let me show you about it. So there's, looking out my window here, my little sitting area with my table, and this is what you see. But I bought their wine. Their wine is pretty good. Check it out. Bottle of their Chardonnay, my favorite. Put you there. Alright guys, so let's look at our spread here. Sandwich that we got from Stater Brothers. We have our wine, local wine here from this winery right here next to us. I also got some Mediterranean pasta along with some roast beef sliders. It looked good from the grocery store, and it still looks pretty good. So we're gonna partake on this, and keep on trying this wine. The Chardonnay is really good. It's like it's not an overpowering taste, man. It's, you get the sweetness in there. Tastes really good. I'm down with this. So, let's talk about van life. It's cool, right? It's exciting that you can kind of just get out and do your thing, which is really awesome. It's like freedom, you know? When you're in this van right here, you don't think about your bills. You don't think about work. You don't. Because you have other things you have to take care of in here, right? Because I have to make sure that the batteries are taken care of this van. Because one thing I realized with the van, or van life, if you're using the van, is your house battery inside here. Because I have a 2,000 watt battery, lithium batteries in the back. It could provide up to 18 hours of power. And it's connected to a solar panel. I have 2 solar panels up on a roof, and then it's also connected to the alternator of the car. So when the car is running, it's also putting a little bit of charge into the house batteries. And the solar panel batteries, well, they're not made to fully charge the battery. They just can't generate that much power. It's like a float charger, what's up there. It kind of just keeps on topping it off, so which is kind of nice. And then you do have a connection in the back that plugs into the shore, called shore power. These are all new terms that I'm learning now. All these different RV terms. It's a 2020 Ford Transit cargo van, but this was actually bought by Waldock Coachworks, and they went ahead and they did this whole thing. They custom built this called the cabana. So it's called a Ford cabana. It was just them that made it for I believe they made it for a rental company. They had a fleet of these, and I believe that either the business shut down or they're just unloading old RVs for newer ones. So it was just it's good for me, right? Because I was gonna buy a Sprinter van. No, I was gonna buy a transit van just like this, but I was looking at the longer one, and I was gonna convert it. That would have taken a long time, and I think I would have never had the time to do all that. Just painting. I did painting here, and I'll do like a little walkthrough later. I painted here. I didn't do too much with the van, really. That's why it's so awesome. All I had to do is cosmetics. So I bought like certain things. Like I bought a new head unit that's coming in, and I also bought a DVR camera that also it's a four-way camera. So it's got two sides. You got the rear and the front. So that will be installed. And what else did I get? I got the floor mats, like mud mats. So what else did we get? I also bought the remote control Bluetooth unit for our house battery, because the panel, it's actually built right onto the enclosure of the battery, which is in the garage of the van. So every time you want to look at it, you have to open the door, look through there. It's a pain. So there's a remote that we're gonna put into the panel up there, to our display panels up there, so we can kind of monitor. And the best part of that is actually I probably won't need that anymore, because there's gonna be a Bluetooth. It has a built-in Bluetooth, so I can Bluetooth and use their app instead. So that kind of works out. Yeah. So one thing I do figure out is battery life. Battery in your van, you should not take for granted. If you're not using any appliances in here, shut it off. Shut it off. You don't need it. So, because the time when you really need it, you're in trouble. Right now I'm running two things in my power. Well, actually there's three things running in the background, because the van has a fridge, so that's running. But the other thing, externals that I put in, I'm charging my my DJI drone. We're gonna take some drone shots of this facility, this winery, and then yeah, we'll get some good shots of that. And I have my the internet. So I got this T-Mobile internet. It's like you can take it anywhere internet, and here I actually got good service. So awesome. Because I was gonna buy a hotspot, but that was only limited to like I think 100 gigs, so not gonna work. So I got the internet, which is unlimited, and the only caveat is if you go to somewhere like really isolated or really somewhere far away, you may not get signal. So that's the catch. But the kind of stuff I want to do, I think I'll be fine. You know, because we're gonna hit up a bunch of. Let's talk about the goal of this van life. It's gonna be a short one, and I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna start eating while I'm talking to you guys. Yeah. My goal is to be not tied down. You know, we spend a lot of our times, you know, tied down with our jobs, family, life in general. Sometimes we need to get away, and sometimes we need to get away just by yourself. I kind of had that situation, you know. I kind of just want to be by myself and not be with anyone. It's funny because actually, a friend of mine, she wanted to come. She was begging me to come. Joe, I'll come. Can I go? I wanted to go. I want to go camping. I want to go camping with you. I said no. I said this is a retreat for myself. I need time away from everybody. And this van gives you that luxury because normally you travel somewhere, get a hotel, and you have to travel far in a sense, right? It's kind of dumb to go like 30 miles from your house, get a hotel and stay there just to get away from people. I guess it's feasible. That's fine. People can do that. That's okay. But for me, yeah, sometimes I just want to get away from the world, shut it down. Because what I've been figuring out was no matter what your status is in life, you could be a billionaire, you could be poor as dirt, you have problems, no matter what. So our goal is to actually solve problems that we like solving, right? How many of you guys, sitting in math and you start doing your math work? Your teacher says, open your book. And you're like, I don't want to do this. This is ridiculous. So, you just got to do it, right? You can't run away from it. That's life. You can't run away from your bills because you have bills. You can't run away from the government because you live in this country that they run. So you have to play by their rules. You have to pay your taxes, pay your bills. If not, you go to jail or something, whatever. I think I just had an epiphany in life where I'm trying to bring my life to its basics. I don't need all this extra stuff. They're nice, trust me. It's great to have them. But at this point in my life, I just want to make sure that I have good problems, not bad ones. Even though I did run across some problems yesterday. It's Friday, yeah. Some bad news, but I learned how to deal with it, right? So that's one thing that I have to learn. You can't control every situation that happens in your life. That's why I think Navy SEALs are great operators, because they can adapt. No matter what they're faced with, they can adapt. And I think that's the key to having some success in your life, is being able to adapt. Because if you can't adapt, you're like a one pony soldier, man. You're only going one direction. But if you're able to adapt, that's dangerous. Because not only dangerous, but it makes you lethal. Because whatever the world throws at you, you'll be able to adapt, right? You assess what's happening, and then you take action. That's what I want to do with my life. Well, I've been doing that forever. Sorry. I always adapt to stuff. But sometimes adapting can be hard. Because sometimes you're focused on one thing, and you don't want to do something else. So that comes into play. Remember I was telling you earlier how important your battery is, your house battery in your van? That was my problem. There's a thermostat over there by the digital panels, and I didn't know that the heater was on. That's why at my house, the battery drained after a day. I was like, what the heck? Battery drained so fast. There's got to be something wrong with this van. I came into the van one day. I started hearing fans going off. I'm like, that's just the fan cooling the batteries or something. But apparently it wasn't. It was the heater. The heater duct, the exhaust. It's right underneath the bathroom door. So I didn't think anything of it. So the thermostat keeps on going, especially at night, right? I'm sure that was going off, heating the van while no one's in it. So I learned, you know what? Let's not mess with the battery. Is there any other option we can use? And I found that there's these Heater Buddy. It's a propane powered one. This is so small. I just need to blast it for like a good 30 minutes or less, and we're good. So we'll try it. It's already cold outside, so I'm thinking it's going to be a cold evening. Yeah. Get ready, man. Get ready. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me for dinner, and I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. I gotta eat some more, but you don't have to watch me eat. We'll talk to you later.